Hi, I'm Jonathan Smith with Prestige Yacht Sales. You can call or text me at 860-514-3763 or email me at jsmith@prestigeyaachtsales.net. Today, we're looking at a very nice, very well-maintained, and smartly upgraded 2016 Catalina 445. The standout features of this one versus, the others that are out there would be the hard fiberglass Dodger, which you may be able to see behind me, and the Schaefer boom furling. These are both options that came from the factory. And you don't see either of those, or certainly not the combination of those, on most of these models that are out there. Like I said, the owner's done a bunch of other smart things, custom things that he has learned over the years of owning Catalinas that he's had the factory do. And we'll go over them as I walk you through the boat, but I won't remember them all. So if you want to learn more, click on the link below in the description of this video to get up to all the listing details, including the asking price, etc. All right, let's go take a closer look. Hard to see much on the starboard side due to our close neighboring boats, but it does have the rub rail. That's from the factory. That is an option. Got our Raymarine radar up on the mast. Notice 2 shore power connections. That is for the air conditioning and the house system. Swim platform. Oh, and by the way, while we're here, he has a piece of starboard that gets inserted so you don't fall down that step by accident. I haven't seen that, but I know he's got that. There's a shower back here. He added city water inlet, which you can see right there. That's something the owner added. Got a life sling. Walk down the port side. Looks really good. He takes good care of this boat. Notice the aluminum tow rail, so you're not having to do varnish on teak. There is a bow thruster. He added the Rockna anchor and some additional chain and rode, and there is a windlass, so you can check that out, more details on that in the listing. And there's our Schaefer boom furling, so you can have a mainsail with full battens and a proper roach on it. So if sailing performance is important to you, that'll be something you should appreciate. All right, we're gonna jump aboard. All right, we're aboard. Notice we have our mainsail track right here. And the thing I really wanna highlight is this hard fiberglass Dodger. Nice thing to have. Really makes a solid feel over your head, over the companionway. It's going to last forever. Another thing I'm going to point out, I don't have them out, but there's cockpit cushions all the way around, including on the stern rail seats with backrest. I'll pop a little photo up here so you can see it. Coming into the cockpit, we have a table with wings that pull out on both sides for dining. One of the things the owner did from the factory is he had the chart plotter mounted on top of the table rather than below for better visibility from the helms. That's one of those things that the experienced owner knew better. So that was something he had them do, and I like it. And then below you have this little storage bin as well for your cell phones or drinks or whatever. We have duplicate instruments on at both helms, including autopilot, wind, speed, depth. These are little multifunction displays you can do anything with, and a compass at each helm. I'll show you that on the other side here. There's our autopilot, and then 2 multifunction displays. You can do speed, depth, wind, whatever. Both the primary winches are electric, and there's also electric halyard winch up on top of the cabin top. While we're out here, let's take a quick look at the engine hours. 226.6 hours on the 54 horsepower Yanmar. Low hours. and then you hold the button in to depower it. All right, let's go take a look at the interior. It is super comfortable. First off, you have these folding doors in the companionway, so you're not having to move companionway boards. As I mentioned, the electric winch here. You got rope hanging right in the companionway, keeps things nice, neat, and tidy. Our Dodger's got great visibility. And then you can open up the center flap to get more air. All right, let's go below. I'm always impressed with how comfortable this boat is when I'm on it. I've just turned on some of the lights. He has dimmer switches on his salon lights. Big TV. Gorgeous settee area right here. This table opens up. These leaves all around. And then you give it a little spin. And now you're dining for 1, 2, 3, up to 6 right there. To starboard, we have 2 seats with a table in between for playing games, putting your laptop, use it as a little office. Of course, we have a real nav station here with a large table. So if you still use charts, you've got it. Our battery switches are right behind there. And our electric panel is right here. And, the battery charger's on, so we've got good voltage on our batteries. House and engine start, water heater. This boat does not have a generator, but it does have a 2,000 watt inverter, and that's located under here. And the owner added that. That's new, and this is our little inverter control right here. One of the other things the owner did that was pretty smart is he had the trash receptacle moved here, so you can reach it from everywhere in the boat rather than having it only in the galley area. Speaking of the galley, we do have the fridge, top loading freezer. You do get a hood over your stove, which not enough manufacturers do these days. Microwave. Take a quick look at this top loader. Front loader. Force 10 stove. And the stove is a 2-burner with the oven. There's a toaster oven placed back here, and there's a toaster oven. I'm sure he'll include it for the right price. And you even have more storage in here for things, so it's really a smart, look at that, your silverware right in there. Well laid out galley area. Now over here in the port aft quarter berth area, it's really just sort of a general storage room. He added the stainless bar for hanging lines and fenders and things, as you see. And those are all the cockpit cushions, which you can see are in great shape. White with, I think it's a gray piping. And there's room in here for a folding dinghy. Room for your bikes if you want it. He usually has a bike in here. He recently took it out. Additional storage, a little work area. So it's a nice utilitarian space. But it also is a quarter berth, another berth if you thought you needed it. Let's take a look at the aft stateroom. So one of the other things he did in here is he's had this bed made so you can manually lift up the back at an angle. So up forward, there's an electric version of that, which he has. But he also had that done in the aft, but it's manual. You lift it up and you flip these little boards out that hold it up for reading. And speaking of reading, he added 2 gooseneck lights up there that are either red or white for reading. So nice aft stateroom area, and that does connect to the head. So you have your own head back here. A little dark in here. I should, well, I could turn the lights on, but you guys are probably all familiar with this Catalina layout. And everything's clean. There's no odors in this boat. Oh, I forgot to mention, or I need to mention, the carpeting. He had this floor to wall-to-wall carpeting installed down below. And of course, you have the original teak and holly look underneath it. But the carpeting, that's part of what makes it comfortable and quiet in here. It really helps kind of deaden any sounds. Let's walk forward to the forward stateroom. You have, semi-queenish size bed up here. And this does have the powered rise. So you push the button over there to the right, and it lifts up the pillow area for reading or, sitting up, if you will. And you have your own head up here with a separate shower stall with a hard door to it to keep the water in there and keep the rest dry. Really nice layout. And of course, these huge lockers, cedar line, and you have one on both sides. Well, actually you don't on this side. You have a little makeup area on this side. Accordion shades, opening port above, that's also shaded. So let me close this wastebasket thing. So you do have air conditioning, reverse cycle heat in here, which you can run when you're plugged into shore power, which is pretty much the only time you need it. Look at this space. It's just so nice. If you're looking for a floating summer cottage, you know, a place to hang your hat on the weekends down by the shore, this would be a terrific boat. And then if you're looking for better sailing performance, it's also a terrific boat with that in-boom furling system. So it gives you kind of the full mainsail experience with the ease of furler in the drum, so you're not having to fold the sail and put the sail cover on and all that. So yeah, last look around. Super nice boat, excellent condition, very smart owner. Please look at the description below. Click on the link for the description to read about all the factory options, all the options the owner had done, all the add-ons the owner has done in the meantime. And you can tell that this is a special boat that's been owned by somebody who knows what they're doing, knows what's important. And my guess is most other sailors will appreciate those choices he made. So, one more thing while we're talking about that. Speaking of, I just remembered, notice that the sink on this boat goes down below like a traditional sink. When this model came out, they had those bowl sinks that sit up on top, and they take up more room, and he didn't like that. So he asked the factory to put a traditional sink in that's below the counter, as you see there. Guy who knows what he wants. And the nice thing about Catalina is they would do that stuff for you. All right. Once again, I'm Jonathan Smith from Prestige Yacht Sales. Please call or text me at 860-514-3763 or email me at jsmith@prestigeyahtsales.net. I'd be happy to show you this 2016 Catalina 445 with a number of custom upgrades, but the big ones being the hard fiberglass Dodger and the Schaefer boom furling, both from the factory. Anyways, click on the link below. If you have any questions, call or text me or email me, and I'd be happy to answer your questions or get you on board for a private showing. Thanks. Talk to you soon.